Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Kakadash. We give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also want to say shalom to all the Akim out there preaching the truth and all truth to the city. This is Real Talks from Kabar, coming from the GMS Miami, the Heralds of Yahweh 144 cap. And before I even want to start this video, the true names of the Heavenly Father, who they call God, is the true name would be Yahweh, which his name mean he exists, he is. All right, and the true name of who they called Jesus, his true name is Yahweh Shai, which his name mean he delivers, he saves, which he's about to do soon to come. All right, out of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and as you can see by the title, or when I do title the video, we gotta do this whether they here or whether they're for bear. All right, cause at the end of the day, we understand we still got a job to do. Okay, we got a job to do, and there's a motive that we walk, we walks amongst this truth is, if a nigga can't get it, all right. Then here Apostle Gabar said a couple times, if a nigga can't get it, we moving on. All right, Apostle say that a lot because we understand that the Lord has it where we have a job where we gotta feed His sheep. All right, we gotta feed His sheep, and not only that, not all Israel is gonna be saved on this side. Okay, not all Israel is gonna be saved on this side, and there's an elect. All right, the 144,000 and one third that's gonna be saved, man. Okay, and we understand that. That's why we keep pushing. Yeah, it be a little bubbling at times where you trying to teach Jake, and and Jake don't want to take heed, or you want to listen, or you trying to tell someone's close to you that the truth, and they don't want to take heed. But that's all part of the movie, man. All right, you got some that's gonna just not be able to get it, but we understand that it's part of the movie, and the Lord is all about His elect. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "And He said unto me, Son of man, I said thee to the children of Israel, send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even to this very day," which is very true. All right, the nation of Israel was consisted of the so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans are very rebellious. Are they dumb? All right, they stiff necked. They refuse to hearken unto the ways of Yahweh Shai. All right, they rather delight in wickedness, man. It says, verse 4, "And they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thou shalt say unto them, thus said the Lord that power." And mind you, the Lord know his people better than you know than than us. Okay, the Lord been dealing with His people for years now, but we do see examples of what the Lord is talking about to this day, to this very same day. All right, his people are still rebellious, still stiff-hearted, hard-headed, and not, wanting to hear. And it says, and they, whether they will hear or forbear, they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Okay, especially in times where it starts getting a little hellish, upon this place. you know, start being hellish upon this place. They go, no one is a prophet among them. All right, but at the end of the day, we still got to do the work. It says, "In thous, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, nor briars and thorns be with thee, and thou doest so thou those dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks. Thou that be rebellious people." Especially scoffers. We get scoffers. We get people saying all sorts of things against us. Ultimately, speaking of our people, okay. But the Lord tell us not to be afraid of them. Don't let them worry. Don't worry about how they how they might come against you, of how they might look at you and things of that sort. We still got a job to be done, man. Okay. It says, "And thou shalt speak my words to them, whether they will hear or whether they forbear, for they are but rebellious." Okay. Okay, and we still gotta do it. Okay, we understand that through the Spirit. We still gotta preach the word, still be out of highways and byways on the YouTube, and prophesying, to prophesying this prophesying, speaking on this truth, whether they're gonna get it or not, man. All right, scriptures also talk about prophesying to the wind. All right, I mean, not half people, probably might be around you, okay, but you may, might not grab the audience you think you're grabbing, that too in itself. But ultimately, the whole concept is that whether if they want to take heed or not, because we be out there on the highways and byways. There's a bunch of Jake that walk amongst us. All right, we on the YouTube, even onto the Instagram and TikTok. You know they have ran across a couple videos. They don't seen brothers on the highways and byways, but it's very a few amount who actually take heed unto this truth, which is all the Lord is, which is all of the Lord in itself. All right, if the Lord wants you to get the truth, He's gonna have you come this way. He's gonna have you attain to it. He's gonna have you start picking at it. All right, you might hear a video, you might see a brother say, "Hey, what's going on? What is this about?" You might figure out that, hey man, the you know so-called Jesus guy, which his true name is Yahushua, he's a so-called black man. Okay, that might spark something. Okay, and and that's how the Lord usually works. But nowadays, Jake don't want to hear shit. They want to live ultimately because they want to live in their folly. They want to live in their wickedness. All right, they want to put what they have. These little crumbs that they have in this society away. All right, to come serve the Lord, man. Okay, they don't let go of that pride. All right, feeling that they on top of some shit, they got some shit, which they gonna learn that soon to come. All right, that's where it comes to play. Where our hell breaks loose, they gonna know that there's a prophet among them. All right, they gonna know that what the prophets were saying was correct. Okay, and I'm gonna jump to this Ezekiel. Matter of fact, I'm there. I'm already there. I'm just go to the third chapter. Okay, because the Lord senses us to people that we know, man. The Lord, and the Lord is sending us into us people that we didn't know. We live up. The reason why we able to, you know, agree and understand these scriptures pertaining to Jake is because we live amongst them, man. All right, we see the actions of Jake. We see them when they try to scoff. We see them when they come up to the camps, on the comment boards and things of that sort. Even to when we live amongst them, when we work and so on and so on. These people are naturally hard headed. They very prideful. They dwell in much. It's like I'm gonna say it like this. They dwell in so much wickedness. All right, it says let's start verse 3. This is verse 1. This is Ezekiel 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said to me, son of man, eat thou finest, eat this roll, and go speak to the house of Israel. All right, that roll is talking about the scriptures. All right, so I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll, and he said to me, son of man, cause that belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll, and roll that I give thee. Then I did eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, son of man, go get these. So like go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak with my words to them. All right, that's ultimately when it comes to the truth. What we want to do is eat this roll. All right, we want to eat this scripture. Go into this. Into the scriptures, attain it, learn it, and ultimately go prophesy to our people. It said, "For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, but of a heart." It's like it. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. All right, to our people. People that we live amongst, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they will have hearkened unto thee. All right, it's saying, if it's a point, if the Lord had said it to another nation, they would, hearken. All right, that's how bad, the rebellious of Jake. But ultimately, we were sent to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, them niggas with the peasy heads. He said, but the house of Israel will not hearken to thee, for they will not hearken to me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. I said, behold, I have made thy face strong against their face, and therefore strong as their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, thou that be rebellious house. Moreover, he said to me, son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee receive in thy heart, and hear with thine ears. All right, it goes into it more. Matter of fact, we read the 11th verse and go get thee, get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus said the Lord thy power, whether they will hear or forbear, or whether they will forbear. All right, and it continues to go into the nation of Israel, man, because these people are hard headed. Scriptures related to the eminent stone, man. Okay, they shrug the shoulder, they want to take heed, but end of the day, we understand that it's for the elect, man. It's for the remnant of Israel, man. It's not gonna be how it was in Egypt when the Lord is grabbing everybody down. This time around, the Lord is gonna grab only the elect. But through the grace and power of Yahweh Shemashah, yeah, they gonna come back. They gonna come back within the kingdom. This is Zechariah chapter 7 verse 11. It says they refused to hearken and put away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an eminent stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has set in his spirit by the former prophets. All right, therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. All right, scripture describes their, which heart go into mind, okay, as an eminent stone, man. That's a very hard stone. All right, which is true. They refuse to hearken. All right, they gonna hear about what's going on. Keep pushing, keep walking, keep scrolling. They done pull the shoulder. Yes, the same concept. Not taking heed. They stop their ears. You know, which they're doing it physically. All right, mentally, spiritually, all sorts of ways. Jake is not taking heed, man. All right, they doing all these things bad, and they what's I like slacking. Like what I said is gonna be for the elect. This is Romans, and just to prove the point, it's Romans chapter 11 verse 7. It says, "What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeking for, but the election had attained it, and the rest were blinded. Which why do they not get it? Okay, it's because we understand through the Spirit is only for the elect. All right, the rest were blinded. All right, the Lord has a way, He's having them just to grab, or hear the truth just for their condemnation. Okay, it says, according as the written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. All right. That's it. Yeah, that's all stuff like that right there. Yeah, and it's really, because it's really of the Lord, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord movies, but it's the Lord movie. But part of understand this movie is that okay, we have a job. Our job as prophets is to warn our people. Okay, warn the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, also to condemn the heathens and Esau about what's about to come past to their nation and their kingdom. All right, but the whole message is just it's for the nation of Israel, but it's mainly for the elect. Okay, whether they want to whether they're Israel want to hear for Baal, whether they want to take heed or not, it's only for the elect. All right, because why the Lord has a chosen amount of people. All right, a number that He wants to save. Also, too, he already put the spirit of slumber upon these people. All right, we just waiting for the movie to play out. All right, it's gonna be a bunch of Jake that's gonna die and take judgment upon this place. All right, so low will this video is edifying and give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I give double honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone. Also say shalom to all the Akim out there. Appreciate the truth, all to the city. I put down my shalom.